I mean, we're talking about this sort of geopolitical tectonic plates shifting here underway. Now we think about how corporates are being wrapped up into this. It looks like TikTok, perhaps the preferred buyer from Beijing's point of view, will be Elon Musk. Tell us what we know so far.
That's certainly one of the possibilities that's being discussed, and that's what we're hearing from sources. This is a Bloomberg scoop that just came out this morning. I mean, we've got to keep in mind, of course, the main priority from China's perspective is certainly for ByteDance to continue to retain control of the app. But in terms of the possibilities, yes, that's what we're hearing, is that Elon Musk's X could take control of TikTok US and run the two businesses together. What's in it for TikTok, or what's in it for X, rather? I mean, there's a couple of different things. Firstly, it could help X's efforts to attract advertisers. And then separate to that, there's an artificial intelligence company that Elon Musk also founded, XAI, and that could also benefit from the huge amounts of data that's being generated by TikTok. In terms of the valuation of this deal, I mean, again, it's really difficult to tell on a lot of different fronts. But Bloomberg Intelligence last year said that TikTok in the US could be worth somewhere between $40 and $50 billion. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, we know, but it's still a large amount of money for him to finance, and he's still paying off X's loans as well. It's also unclear if US TikTok would be sold off in a competitive process or if the sale is going to be arranged by the government. But just going back to sort of the main thing we do need to remember, of course, is the priority or the preference for China is for ByteDance to retain control of its operations.
Have we heard from either company?
We haven't heard anything, but it's also, what else is interesting in this scoop today is it's also not clear how much ByteDance actually knows about these conversations that are reportedly taking place, and also whether Musk, TikTok and ByteDance have held any talks themselves on the terms of a possible deal. So there's a lot of different lacks of clarity in this whole story. But one of the things that's also interesting to note is that essentially ByteDance's US operations for TikTok aren't necessarily at the sole control of ByteDance either, because the Chinese government holds a so-called golden share in the ByteDance affiliate in China. That's Douyin. It's the TikTok equivalent in China. ByteDance would say that golden affiliate, or that golden share would only apply to Douyin, but of course there are other export controls in place that would prevent China, for instance, or allow China to block the sale of those algorithms that are so precious to TikTok. So ByteDance doesn't really have the full say of where this goes either. So that's, again, according to sources, and it's discussions that are happening at the Chinese government level.
And it does look like now that this ban will be rolled out on January 19, potentially. Tell us a little bit about the migration that we're seeing of TikTok users to other platforms and how they're reacting.
Yeah, it's probably not what the White House would have wanted to see. Actually, if you were to take a look at the Apple US app downloads this morning, the number 1 and number 2 apps today are Xiaohongshu, which is called Little Red Book or Red Note, and that's again a Chinese app, but it's an amalgamation of Pinterest and Instagram. That's number 1. Number 2 is Lemonade, and that's another affiliate of ByteDance as well. So we're seeing a big migration now from TikTok users that are looking to go to other platforms. They're actually continuing to go to Chinese apps, at least if you take a look at the downloads, but also hear what you see with Google Trends. This is the searches that are taking place for Red Note. You can see that Xiaohongshu in blue, YouTube Shorts in orange, Reels. I mean, maybe that's also just a bit of information gathering as well. People still don't really understand how these apps necessarily function, but certainly we are seeing some interesting trends underway, because that does seem to be the most likely scenario right now, is that, yes, from January 19, the app goes so-called dark in the US. You won't be able to download it on the stores, and also you won't, if you're in the US, won't continue to receive any app updates either. So that is what we're sort of looking ahead to come next week.